Hi, I'm Wardell Rouse, MAT student from Winthrop University. Um, I'm actually studying to get my master's in physical education. What I'm going to talk to you today about is Hudl and how to use this Hudl app to create superior athletes. First thing I want to do as a defensive coordinator, or I'm an ex-defensive coordinator from Louisville High School, is when I'm looking at film, first thing I want to do is break down all the film that I received through my scouting report. So I take all the film, download it to this app, to this Hudl app, and then it allows me to start seeing tendencies and habits from an opposing team. And I take this information, I share it on with my athletes. Just for the sake of this activity here, I only did about 3 series on defense. So let's kind of get into it because we only have 5 minutes. Now, as a defensive coordinator, one of the first things I do is I try to come in after I get all my information input. I want to look at what type of team I'm going to face. Am I going to face a running team or I'm going to face a passing team? And in order to find that out, all I do is go to ODK, click on D for defense, go down to play type, click analyze, percentage, and I can see now that based on the 2 series that I've done, this team has turned out to be a run team. And so 69% run, 31% pass. Now I want to know what runs do they like to do. So I click on run, go to offensive plays, analyze, hit the percentage sign, and I see now this team like to trap, the team like to sweep. So now I'm preparing my team to stop the trap and the sweep, and that's our game plan. And I try not to prepare for a whole lot of things, but I try to give my players the top 2 things that teams are doing, and try to shut that down to make the team kind of get out of their comfort zone. So the next thing I want to do now that I know they like to run the ball, I want to know what's their best formation. So in order to do that, you clear filters here, go back to ODK, analyze, click on defense, close out, go to offensive formation, analyze, hit the percentage sign, and then you get the top plays. So right now, as you can see, this team here is double wing open as their top formation. They had out of the 2 series, they ran it 8 times, and they also like the double wing open with a motion. And then what I would do is I really study that motion formation to try to see if they're trying to get an advantage on the edge by sending somebody in motion, or if that's just a decoy because they're running something back. And this team here loves to use that motion as a decoy because I like a counter play coming back. So moving on. So now I know that their top plays, running plays, is trap and sweep, and like double wing is their top formation. So another thing I like to do with this thing with Hudl is, as a D coordinator, is I like to go to down and distance. And once I click on down and distance, I'm gonna go to second down, and I'm gonna go second and I'm gonna go second down and let's go say medium, 5 to 6 yards. They only had one play, second down to 5 to 6 yards, and then that one play was a power play in which they were trying to kick out my defensive end and run underneath. So so again, you can see how this tool can be very useful when you're trying to create smart athletes. Close these filters out, clear filters. And here's another little tool I like to do is you can create what you call a playlist. And a playlist is once you have broken down all your film, you kind of get some tendencies from the team. You can create playlists and share that with your teammates, with your players, on how we want to attack the sweep. So what I did is create a place of sweeps. And what I would do with this is get my players to look at how the offensive line is blocking. Do they pull a lot? Do they base block? Do they crack back? And things of that nature. And they have to report back to me. Once we know this information, then my team know on the sweep what to expect, and then how to defeat that block. And I also like to throw at my team explosive plays. Basically, what that is, I like to show the team athletes on the team, because sometimes if it depends on your quality of competition, your players may not be totally tuned in to what the team can kind of hurt them with. So showing explosive play, get them in the mindset the team can beat them on any down. This is my presentation. Thank you guys for listening. There's a whole lot more to this Hudl app, and how to break down film and create smart athletes is good for all sports. The coaches got to go through and just input the information. If you have any other questions, just kind of post those on discussion board, and I answer them for you at a later date and time. Thank you again for listening to my presentation.